Hello, good afternoon. My name is Mohammed Karoma and I'm aiming to become a full-time Forex trader. The reason I'm doing this videos is because I'm aiming to help others become full-time Forex traders. Is that something that you're interested in? Because that's something obviously that I want. So all I'm going to be doing is showing what works for me and how I do technical analysis and hope that that helps yourself. Today's date is the 24th of August on a Sunday. It's about 10 past 4 at the moment. Um, I think that's about it in terms of what I want to say. I had a few notes on here. The only probably other two things I want to say is that I have 6 pairs in my portfolio. However, because this is my, um, I don't know, let's say this is my reset in terms of how I want to do videos for the time being because I don't have a camera. I'm just going to be doing 1 pair today that you can obviously see, and I'll show how I do the technical analysis in that pair. Doing these videos is a little bit selfish because from what I've taken from by a gentleman by the name of Keel Stokes, he says if you teach what you're learning, this enhances your speed of your learning. So if I understand something and I'm able to explain it to someone and that person can extend it, i.e., if you decide to watch this video, that enhances my learning, but also you'll then, if you don't understand something, will ask me questions, hopefully, and then that will increase the learning. Make sense? Makes sense. Excellent. So this is the Aussie CAD, and on the Aussie CAD, I am a pattern trader, and that is it. There are other strategies that I want to test on this particular pair, but at the moment I am just a pattern trader, so I trade the cipher pattern. If you don't know what the cipher pattern is, you can literally type in Google how to trade the cipher pattern. I'm going to show bits of it in this video, but you can literally Google how to trade the cipher pattern and you will find it. Okay, so looking at the Aussie CAD, if I zoom out first, let's not zoom out too far. Okay, so you can see that this particular market is in consolidation. The way I know that is because the market is moving sideways. On top of that, but prior to it moving sideways, it was in a bullish trend, and then from that bullish trend, it just didn't go any higher. To clear that up, here is the low. So if I start here, take off this magnet, you start here, you can see the market pushed up all the way to this particular level here. Hopefully 100 or 1000 or whatever number of traders can see that in this video. Okay, so that on top of that, it broke this. So breaking the previous structure meant that there was a potential change in trend, which would have occurred here, because what we got after that was a pullback. After that pullback, it made a low or a level of support or an outside return or whatever you wish to call it. And then after this level, you can see price action moved up to this level here. And since then, you can see it hasn't broken. For me, in order for a clear break above, close above, I need to see a candle. I need to see the body of the candle. So you can see the red and the green parts on these. I need to see the body of the candle break that level of resistance. If I put a horizontal box here, you can see that just doesn't occur. Not at any point does that occur. Hopefully, 1 million out of 1 million traders can agree that there is not a break above, close above. Some may use the wicks and say the wicks is what I need to break it. Fine, that's what they see, that's their eyes. But for myself, I prefer to see the body of the candle break, which hopefully you've understood what the body of the candle is. So after that new structure high, hopefully you can clearly see that we get, in fact, maybe a better way of saying is what I can see is a pullback, and which it doesn't come back to test the previous level of support, just creates this, another level before it then proceeds to trend back to the upside. It does put in a little trend. Let's zoom in a bit so we can see these candles. It does put in a little bit of a trend because you can see it breaks this high, in fact. So we get an extension, then a pullback, then a market breaks, creates this support level. Then after creating this new resistance level, we get a pullback. So we then have this inside level structure. It then puts in a new level, but it still hasn't broken the major level I was referring to. So this is still consolidation. It's just a little bit of a trend inside that consolidation. So it then breaks the trend, comes back down, and it's still consolidation because like even in this, with this pullback, it hasn't made a new high from the previous high that it made, and this is the high, okay? And you can see this continue. So I'm not going to continue going, but you can see, in fact, maybe I'll do it quickly. So you've got consolidation, then a new structure high, then it breaks this previous level over here, put in a new high, then we get this pullback here, and this is where we are now. So I'm looking for a pattern, as I say, and my trading time frame, because in fact, because we are in consolidation, there is more chances of a pattern trade happening because of this. And my trading time frame is the 1 hour time frame, which I'm going to drop down to now. I'm going to remove everything on the screen, and as you saw from the box, I know if price comes into this zone here, that there's a major chance that there may be a reversal. Okay, which is perfectly fine because I'm a pattern trader. The resistance level doesn't matter. The only way it matters for myself a little bit is that if I look for extended targets. Okay, so if we start down here on the hourly time frame, you can see there's a double bottom. You get pushed down into level support, or where price said you can't go any higher, then retraces, then creates a little structure level, then retests that level and doesn't have a body of the candle break below, which is why it confirms to me that it is a double bottom. After that, we get an extension. Once we get an extension, we have a break of structure resistance. Ooh, it's not the greatest resistance, but it is a resistance level. So it breaks this level, creates a new high, then gets a pullback, then consolidates. So this zone here not only consolidates, but it retests the previous level of resistance, which then became support, which is the first part of where my stops are going to pretty much go, because this is an extra A to me. Though it's probably a little bit news related, it is an extra A to me. Perfect. I've got the first part of my pattern that I like to trade. I'm then looking for a retracement to 382. So I take the Fibonacci retracement tool out. I take it from the bottom of where, sorry, I take it from this starting point here, which is X, to the top point, which is A. And then I look for 382, and you can see there's a 382 level there. Perfect. That's the second part of what I'm looking for. I'm then looking for an extension. So I then take the extension tool from the previous X to the A, and X to A, there we go, and then back down to where we started, which is the X, and I'm waiting for the market, or I'm waiting for price action to come and touch that 127. As you can see, there is no candle there at the moment which touched it. It may just come all the way back down here. It may do that. But if it doesn't, and it extends all the way up to this level, gets to this level, and then after that comes back down, that is when I will be looking to trade a cipher pattern on the Aussie CAD. To be honest, even though I do have 6 pairs, this is probably the only one which is showing a potential trade for next week. So yeah, I'm waiting for this. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully that's a good video. Hopefully you sound a little bit more enthusiastic. This is my first video, so please don't chop my head off. That was a bit exaggerated, but there you go. But if you watch this video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye bye.